Oh. Hello, it's Golden Blanks here. We're back. We're back reading. We're reading again. We're reading as much as we can in 1 hour of whatever this story was called. Blah blah blah. Reminiscence, iridescent. Blah blah. Obbligato. So yeah, we're gonna keep reading. Last time was interesting and very long but interesting. And if you remember, last time I lost like the last like 20 minutes of my recording to 10. I don't remember, it was 1 month ago. So we're gonna have to reread that. So a part of what about we're about to read I already read, and hopefully I don't fuck up my audio again like I did last time. So yeah, part of that is that I already forgot where we were last time. So I just decided that we're here and we're gonna be reading from here. So yay, let's start. Right now, I think we're in like the woods in the school because we're looking for the catacombs. That's what we're doing right now. A few minutes later, thank you. Hey, stop dawdling. Keep up. I've told you I want to go back to sleep. I should do a voice. And don't walk so fast by yourself. Okay, I sound like a loser. I wasn't even doing a voice, I just don't know how to read. Don't walk so fast by yourself. You're supposed to be my guide, Susanami. Being an idol means fulfilling people's expectations of you. I've never gone out at this hour, so I'm anxious. It's so dark, so scary. Come on, hold my hand so I'll be reassured. What are you, 5? You're such a scaredy cat while having the look of an action movie star. No, he's such a scaredy cat while looking like a like a responsible teenager. Your behavior and appearance are worlds apart. Now I'm finding you interesting. He should have been interesting ages ago. He did so much stuff that was interesting. Shut up, that's not interesting at all. How dare you mock me when you're not even an honor student? Unforgivable, you're not an honor student either. Alright, stop yelling. This area appears to be restricted and we could get into trouble if security catches us. Well, knowing the people in the catacomb, they've probably already converted the security staff and other members. Converted. See, that doesn't mean that they shouldn't be doing their job. Oh my gosh. Let's go back to Tsunami Warawus. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's a bug on the computer. Excuse me, it literally landed on Himuro. Can you not? I'm trying to read. Excuse me? These areas of limits, isn't it? You say that now that you're scared. I really don't want to break any rules or get in trouble, and I don't want to get scolded. Wimp, you're... I hate you. I can't let anyone think I'm a bad student, especially now. Everyone already thinks you're a bad student. You're dumb as shit. You asked me to show you the way, and the catacomb you wanted to go to is at the far end of this restricted area, so we have to pass through here. Also, why is this area of limits anyway? Because it's the middle of the fucking woods. Why do you want to be in the middle of the fucking woods anyways? Annoying. Why does everything seem to go against me? Because you're self-centered? I don't know, but I've heard it's some old facility built by an important person a long time ago. Despite it being out of place, it can't be demolished. Why? Even the school staff, like the teachers, don't want to get close to it. I wonder why. Cultists or wild animals? Which one do we think? which makes it the perfect place for those people to gather, cultists. Most teachers are afraid of offending that important person, so even if they know about it, they choose to ignore the gathering. Didn't you fall from grace due to some sort of taboo, Himaru? Reimei seems to have a lot of those prohibitions, or what do they call them? Precepts? I don't think it's that one. Don't talk about me. I don't feel like myself right now. Something must be wrong. We're in the woods? Sure, you're right. You're always right. Look, see that light peeking through the rocks? That's the stairway down to the underground. Jeez. You're on your own from here. I'm going back. It's already too much of a hassle, and I'm tired. Wait, don't leave me here alone like this. He really said midway through, I wanna go back, and you really thought he was going to let you go back to bedroom? You're supposed to protect me, you know. I'm more important than you. We'll see about that. I don't think so. Also, if you really want me to protect you, how about you act more likable, damn it? This place is stupid. Who wants to come down here? This isn't nice. Like, even if it was like a nice catacomb, at least you'd be like, oh well, maybe that's why someone would come down here. But like, not even for fun. Like, this is a place you would do like, I don't know what they're called. Like, you know, where you go to like a place because it's supposed to be scary, and they're like, oh, go to the cemetery for the night. This is what this looks like. Yeah, this is the catacomb we're looking for. What is this place? This is so suspicious just by its looks. That's why I didn't want to come here. It's eerie. It's not the season for ghost hunting yet. What are you gonna do if I can't sleep at night? Why am I giving them like weird accents? Why does that matter to me? I don't know, maybe if he wakes up from a nightmare he'll kick you. You're so blatantly self-centered. So, that's Mikase Hayai's here. He's probably always here. Actually, he's the reason why people are gathering here. They can't function without him. Speaking of, why didn't you ask Kasehaya to guide you in the first place? Why do I have to be dragged into this? Because he hates him and you're less hateable? Plus, they gather here every day, so there's zero reason to rush. You say that, but like the one day you're like, okay, I'm finally going to go, is the one day that Tatsumi doesn't show up. You could have just waited until morning and asked Kasehaya to show you the way. No way, I can't stand this miserable situation for even one more day. Well, what is Tatsumi going to do about it? No amount of Catholicism can make him get you unbanned. You're so spoiled. Or maybe he's Christian, I don't know, and I don't care. However, Himer is clinging to me like a child, so it's not like I can shake him off and leave. Such a pain. I feel like, I know you're like a flabby little teenage boy, but I feel like you can push him off. It's Himeru, like how strong can you be? But I'm always having my self-esteem crushed at Reimei Academy. Okay, so it's self-servingness. Okay, June. So when someone relies on me, even just a little, it feels good. I guess I'm fine with it. I'm so sorry, I don't know what voice I'm making right now, but this is now Jun's voice. Is Kasehaya also doing something so stupid just to experience this kind of feeling? I think he is. I think he lives off of that feeling, actually. I can't imagine anyone continuing to do that without any benefits. Continuing to do that, like, religion. Or, like, breaking the rules. Without any benefits or expecting anything in return, after all. You know, nice people are allowed to exist, June. Okay, I hope that was where we left off, but we're still in area that I already read, but forgot already. Over here, only this area is lit up. Why? Why? This catacomb is stupidly huge, but they seem to only be using this area. That's actually probably for the better. Those crazy people gather here every day to do who knows what. The air quality down here is terrible. I understand it's underground, but what if I develop asthma? What would I do? What would they do then? Pray for you, maybe, I don't know. You're sure to complain a lot. Oh, there they are. Look, the Kasehaya you're looking for is right over there. It's easy to spot him since he's always in the middle of the crowd and he also has green hair. Oh no, now I have to know what to do. I hate myself. We have visitors. How would that cultist sound? Welcome to Rime Academy at midnight. Just kidding. You know, they're... What does that mean? They already were at Rime Academy at midnight. Tatsumi Kasehaya. Yes, I'm Tatsumi Kasehaya. You remember my name clearly and I appreciate it. He always says this when they say his name. Why do you do that? However, it is a bit odd that you always refer to me by my full name. Feel free to just call me Tatsumi or Kasehaya. I mean, shouldn't we, as the younger ones, be more polite in our ways of addressing our seniors? You're defending Himeru-jun, and I feel like you shouldn't be doing that. Merely using titles or polite language means nothing. What truly matters is the respect we carry in our hearts for others. So Tatsumi, is that what you prefer to be called? Will you be satisfied? And if so, will you give me everything you have? That doesn't sound like you think it sounds. That sounds like you're gonna rob him. I'm not entirely sure what you're asking of me, so it would be difficult for me to fulfill your wish. Right, that was too general, Himiru. By the way, I'm making the same voice, oh no. By the way, we've had quite a few unexpected visitors today. The elder came to visit me in secret earlier. In secret for a reason, Tatsumi, and you're announcing it to everyone, which was unusual given the length of time since our last encounter. Well, why is it, why, just why would it be unusual? Why did he come? Why elder? The elder? That's the term we use for the person in charge here. Haha, I didn't expect Jun to come again, especially since you didn't seem to enjoy your previous visit here. No. Well, that does make sense. Those who can achieve results through their own efforts don't need my help, after all. I feel like that's a backhanded compliment to everyone but you. Yeah. I haven't achieved any results myself, and we're still the bottom class here. Also, I'm only here because Himuro forced me to show him the way. Then what brings you here today, Himuro? I've asked him that many times too, but he hasn't given me any answers. He just insisted that he wanted to come to the catacomb and see you. You don't need to speak for him. I see. I didn't know you missed me this much. I'm delighted. That's not nice. He tried to choke you. As for the children who aren't quite sure what they're after, I see it as my duty to empathize with their feelings and guide them towards what they truly desire. I'm guessing that's like being famous for 80% of people that come here. So please don't hesitate to share your thoughts and express your feelings to me. What do you wish for? What are you yearning for? Fame? Fortune, career, fame, love, or peace of mind? Well, maybe peace of mind. Rime, you need a lot of peace of mind to really not want to kill yourself here. As long as I'm able to, I'll give you anything. Amen. Amen. I don't think you say amen at that moment. What? It is like a religion that... You look at this man that he says that every time, and now you're listening, it's like a religion. Sorry, I was raised in a church, so talking and acting this way has become a part of me. Well, technically, it may not be correct to call it a church, yeah, because I feel like that's an insult. I use this term so it is easier to understand. What? However, I do speculate that you misunderstood this place, June. It's not just a church, it's also a creepy underground catacomb. What can you misunderstand? This place is great. Think of it more like a counseling center. Well, in a way, religious institutions like churches serve a similar purpose. So you're not entirely wrong. So you're telling June that he was wrong for thinking it's like a church when you say it's like a church? A counseling center?
Hi.
Yeah, I feel like that was the wrong voice, but we're just getting through this. Yes, imagine if he ever talked like that. Oh my gosh, sorry, my headphones fell off my chair. Imagine if he ever talked like that. Hello, I'm Hero of Crazy Bee. Yes, I felt it was necessary to have such a place on campus, so I asked the elder for this place. Of course, a random religious person would be like, you know what this school needs? My religion. It is a place to pray to gain inner peace, a place where everyone at Raymay Academy can find a moment's peace and breathe a little easier. I feel like you could have made like something cooler than the church. If you were at Raymay Academy, that is like the school that is going to lead you to kill yourself because it's so horrible, and you got the space to do whatever you wanted, but it's a creepy underground catacomb, what would you do? Because you could do like baking sales, or like a really shoddy restaurant, like a really shitty one, or you could play games like, I know board games. What's a board game? I'm really bad at this. What's a board game? What's a board game that people play? The only thing that's coming to mind is the lottery, but I don't think people play in Japan. You could, there's electricity here, you could do something computer related. No, I feel like my mind wouldn't jump to, oh, we need a church in this school. At Raymay Academy, it's often the non-honor students who bear the brunt of suffering and exploitation. Yes, carrying heavy burden and worries. I wonder why. That's why people suspect me of having ulterior motives in gathering those non-honor students together. I mean, as they should. These guys are like in danger of getting jumped at every second. But I have no such ulterior motives. I just want to make everyone a little happier. Well, that I believe. I believe him. I just want to say that it's suspicious as fuck. First, allow me to briefly explain how this place works. You speak to me, I guess. Since we have someone new today, not to mention June left last time without hearing what I had to say. I mean, I would leave too, but whatever. I've said it many times that I don't want anything to do with this place. It's just sketchy just by the look of it. Like I know it's your whatever place, but like, what the fuck who the fuck would even sleep here? You must, that's what I mean, it's like mind of steel. A group of non-honor students, a group of non-honor student-like people gather in this dim, gloomy place, wearing eerie smiles on their faces. They seem more relaxed here than they ever appear within the school's walls. I mean, in the school's walls, they're in danger of getting jumped. They are all laughing carelessly, as if they have no complaints or worries. Looking at these faint-hearted people, I know I should keep myself away from here, or I too will become good for nothing, okay?
Hi.
And why are they good for nothing? Let's start with the premise. The idol industry is in a nasty the idol industry is in, oh, fuck you, that's me. I always struggle with you the most. Let's start with the premise. I bit my tongue. I can't, this line is fucking cursed. Let's start with the premise. The idol industry is on a steady decline. Back then, super idols were like bright stars in the sky. Who's on my blanket? There we go. Back then, super idols were like bright stars in the sky. Lighting up the entire idol industry. That I keep making words up. Back then, super idols were like bright stars in the sky, lighting up the entire industry, even the entire world. However, those glory days are long gone. We don't need a history lesson here. Indeed, that is common. That is common sense for us idols. After all, I love to delve into the detailed history with you, but they literally just told you that they don't need it. But Himaru probably already learned it all in his classes when he was an honored student. How fast did they get through it? He was like an honored student for like a month. I heard about it from my bastard father too. I didn't even ask, but he just kept going on and on about the past, complaining about how the great, the good, what, how great the good old days were. Your father is perhaps from the last generation of idols who experienced the heyday of the idols industry during. Since the original super idol retired, the idol industry's fortunes have taken a plunge. Well, that's how. I feel like I'm asking that too much, but like, how did they take a plunge? The bubble economy burst and everything vanished. This tragic situation has continued to this day. How long ago was this? Are you suggesting that we're foolish for wanting to become idols in this ice age? Are you mocking me for being such an idiot? You're saying that when Tatsumi also wants to be an idol. Yeah. Not at all, Himaru. You seem sensitive about being turned down. Yeah, sensitive. He just came at you for no reason. I assure you, I'm not looking down on you or making fun of you. On the contrary, I never want to hurt anyone. Although this may sound like an unrealistic dream for ordinary humans like us. I've created this place in order to make that fantasy a reality. What? Do you want to not hurt anyone and make anybody think you're a bitch? Then come on down to the scary-ass catacombs at Remy Academy, where you too can be a weird cultist. So? It is not anybody's fault, it is not anybody's responsibility, so no one deserves to be punished. That the economy is bad? It's the fault of the times, of the environment, of everything except the humans. But isn't it like a human thing, so why wouldn't it be the fault of the humans? I'm confused, but I feel like him is confused because he's literally not hearing this. Just like Himaru just said, we're currently in an ice age. The idol industry is on a downward spiral, yet it continues to churn out more idols than the world actually needs. It's all because of the numerous facilities and agencies established by the original super idol over the country, even all over the world. Countless idols are still being trained, but most of them are bound to remain unrecognized underdogs, unlikely to find a place in the industry. Most of the training facilities and agencies are currently facing financial crises that have been acquired by other companies. Have been acquired by other companies. I was like, they acquired the crisis? Oh yes, they did. They acquired the company that has a crisis. Or have pivoted to different business models. However, their idol training departments, which were established due to early deals with the original super idol, have remained intact. These departments are like the harder brain of the organizations that have continued to operate, even if they have been running at a deficit for years. And in order to cover those losses, they have no choice but to create other departments. I literally don't know why you're telling them this. Why is this relevant? To keep their businesses running. Even Yumenosaki, the most influential academy in this industry, ended up advertising itself as a normal high school with boycott and other general courses, not curses. Even you, Manasaki, had to make compromises by admitting students who weren't aspiring to be idols in order to collect a tuition fees. I have a basic question. If the whole industry's future is not promising, why were new idol training schools like Reimei and Shuetsu established? Yeah, Raymond is fairly new, right? It used to be a missionary school where no one knew what they were where no one knew what they were teaching. How did you know that? What? Then it was renovated extensively with new buildings added and became the Raymond we know. So what you're saying is that there was a missionary school that had teachers that knew how to be idols, but instead were made to be normal teachers. What?
Hi.
Yes, facilities like this catacomb were established long ago. It's fun exploring, the many weird sights here and there. I found this catacomb when I was wandering around out of curiosity when I just entered the school, actually. I do enjoy endless strolls like that. You're getting off track. We've been off track so long ago. Right, to understand why schools like Reimei were established, we'd have to ask the investors, the higher ups at Cosmic Production. That makes sense. Maybe it's because they can't forget the good old days of the idol industry, so we're gonna lose a bunch of money here. Maybe it's out of nostalgia or some sort of coincidence, or perhaps it's just a strategy to avoid taxes. Probably that one. If that's the case, they're pushing it too hard. The facilities and equipment are all top notch here. Or rather, why didn't you just build something more profitable? Like a normal school? Haha, you're asking the wrong person. What are we even talking about? I don't care about all this talk about money and the schools. What I want to know is your secret to success. That's me. You should have said that in the first place, you dumb bitch. Don't worry, if you listen to my story until the end, everything will become clear. Anyway, I've just given you both an overview of the current state of the idol industry that they literally told you that they didn't need. Yeah, it's like a hit. It's like it's hit at the end, or it's like already doomed.
Okay.
It is not that bad, but it is indeed on the brink of death. It is not that bad, but it is crap. That's why there's no room for newcomers in the idol industry right now. Even those who manage to debut as professionals through luck or talent often struggle to secure steady work and make ends meet. The same goes for the honored students at Reimei Academy, despite they always behave like they're the kings of the world. They are also struggling in their daily lives, facing an uncertain future, so they unleash their stress on us non-other students because they're suffering. They want us to share in their pain as well. They want to relieve their pain on the poor of talent. What a joke. Whatever the reason is, you can't just impose your own pain and misfortune on others, correct? Those who resort to violence against others are the worst garbage.
Hey.
That's right, so I want to ask you to forgive the honored students. I feel like he already asked us to do that at different points in the story. Nevertheless, I do hope you can understand that it's meaningless to deny them or seek revenge against them. Yeah, because he has no power. They are also victims of this time. Again, I'm not saying you should forgive them. You talk as if it's someone else's problem, but you're an honored student yourself, aren't you, Tatsumi? Yes, and that's why I can also understand how the honored students feel. They are suffering in their own way in this world. A world where the damned feasts on the dead with no salvation in sight. In this metaphor, are the non-honored students the dead? I wish to change the situation even just by a little bit. So, we did this. You're right, a world where no one can be happy is bad, so it's clear the situation needs to change. Wow, it's surprising that you agree with him. I was expecting you to say something like, I don't care about others, it's fine as long as I'm happy. Stop imitating me with that annoying voice. Don't get me wrong, Tsunami. I just think that even if I've made my debut as an idol, I can't be happy in an industry that is in such a dire state, right? I guess that's fine. That's troubling for me because I want to be happy. Good for you. That sounds intriguing. Please tell me more about yourself. More importantly, I want to know about the secret to your success. I've said that many times. How do I put this? It's like the age-old question of whether the chicken came first or the egg. Is it? I can't understand metaphors, so I hate them. Humor's stupid. I only used it so it's easier for you to understand, when he clearly doesn't. Anyway, though it sounds ironic for me to say, I am a rather popular idol right now. What do you mean by rather? You're the top earning... Oh, I forgot to do my voice. What do you mean by rather? You're the top earning idol at Rime Academy. Moreover, the word on the street is that you've... I can't fucking read. Moreover, the word on the street is that you're even better than those from Yuminosaki and Shuetsu at like fame or like talent. That makes you the most outstanding student idol at the moment. Indeed, that's why I want to know the secret to your success. Being nice and having money and talent. And a brain. I don't know if I can call it a secret, but I didn't get into the industry for money. Liar. Due to my slightly unique background, I was inevitably pressured to become an idol. What do you mean? Your upbringing sounds kind of shady, you know?
Yeah.
It's a weird and unbelievable story, so I don't like talking about it much. The truth is, my family has been hating Christians for generations. Hidden, huh? So to put it simply, my family runs a church that engages in religious activities not widely accepted by society. What the fuck? And that's how we make a living. I kind of play the role of a pastor there. Even though we're in an era where religious freedom is acknowledged, there are often issues caused by the rigorous new religions and closing. I fucking hate you. Most of the time, the word religion still tends to carry negative connotation in this country, as it probably should. That's true. I can't help but get suspicious of the story you shared, to be honest. Can't blame you for that. It's just the atmosphere and the common sense of this era, after all. Unfortunately, I grew up in a family that didn't quite fit into society's idea of normal. Nevertheless, I should say we, needed a place in this world to survive. This is about fucking Christians. We're fucking Christians not accepted. Fuck you. We decided to create a place for us to belong. So I wanted to become an idol or something popular with the public to gain the status where we could avoid discrimination and prejudice. Fuck you. That's so fucking stupid. I want a place where we can reveal our identities. We can reveal our identities without fear of ostracism. Ostracism? What is that? And where we can breathe a little easier. That's why I aspire to be an idol and have since become one. Fuck you. Our first step is to win over the trust and affect. That's some creepy religious shit. Like, that's not nice. That is like induction. Or else we'll suffocate in... This is stupid. I hate this. This is what I get. Or else we'll suffocate in this atmosphere where everyone regards religious figures with suspicion. That they probably should. Let's keep going. Do you think it's an unfounded worry? Do you think that people in general aren't that foolish that they won't hold any prejudices? Do you believe that if we reveal our true identities, we won't be treated with disdain? I really hope so, but in my family's church, we have many relics of those who were brutally executed simply for their beliefs. You're saying this as if they were like the fucking witches in the Salem trials. You're a bunch of Christians, just go somewhere else. Those hidden Christians? The Brazilian Christians is so funny. Yes, you grew up in an unconventional family, June, so you might not know this. That people have a mom or something. This country has a history of persecuting religions. Why the fuck does that have to do with June's upbringing? The black stains and scorch marks on the ceiling of the room my parents gave me serve as a clear evidence. That sounds like mold. I know it may sound ridiculous and you may laugh at me, but I used to fear being senselessly killed like those martyrs of the past. This is really stupid. At least when I was still a child. I think everyone was afraid of something when they were young. I was afraid of being murdered. Bitch, what the fuck? Speeding cars? Or big barking dogs. That one's relatable. This one's the real fear. And for me, the fear of being killed loomed prominently in my life as a southern person. That sounds like a you issue, frankly. And so, to overcome that fear, I aspired to be... Look, okay, this is stupid. I was afraid of being murdered, so now I want to become a public figure that has these beliefs, and now people won't know, now more people will know about me. So now that more people will know about me, it will be more people that will want to murder me. At the very least, I wanted to be someone who wouldn't be trampled upon or senselessly killed. I don't want to become, a martyr. I don't want to be hated, despised, and crushed like some abominable creature. I feel like you're deserving it right now. No offense, but this just feels like a made-up story. Is this really true? I know the unconventional family and everything, but why does this sound made up? Well, I suppose my family situation is also unbelievable to others as well. What's wrong? What's with a father who trains his son to become an idol just to be his rival? That doesn't sound unconventional at all, actually. Haha, our cases are extreme examples, but fundamentally each family has its own issues. Each family is like a world unto itself with its own rules, norms, and beliefs. Well, yes, it's not just families, the same might apply to schools, companies, and even nations. What's important is not to blindly believe what your way is the only right way and make sure you don't intrude on other people's words. Right. That's definitely the fundamental principle underlying everything. Everything? What are we talking about? Oh my god, I'm getting the hiccups. Haha, I think Kimmer is getting impatient, so let's leave the chit chat behind and get back to it. Luckily, I had enough talent to be recognized as an honored student. It's weird to say it myself, but I seem to have the intelligence and skills, so I managed to work quite smoothly. Perhaps it's because I take on any job without complaint and always give my best that I gain a reputation for being competent. Thus, various opportunities started to come in my way. See, that was the obvious answer from 5 episodes ago. Well, working institutions like TV stations are quite keen on institutions like TV stations are quite keen on working with someone who puts in the effort. That's literally every company. What does that have to do with TV stations? Indeed, given that graduates of the Yume no Saki are notorious for being lazy, that negative impression seems to have worked in my favor as well. Good for you. Because of my diligent work, I was presented with numerous job opportunities. So we went through all these. We went about all this stupid shit about religion and the economy just for Tatsumi to say, I'm famous because I work hard. Duh. To the point that the workload was too heavy for me to handle alone, so I made my group of cultists so they could help me. When the whole industry is in a recession, this is a pleasant problem to have, to be honest. So I turned my friends at Reime Academy, turns them like a vampire. I turned to my friends at Reime Academy and asked them to help with my work. After all, I'd prefer not to turn down job offers if it's possible. I'm still a rookie in this industry and I can't be picky about what jobs to take like those veterans. From what you said, the veterans can't either. And with everyone's assistance, I could handle the workload much more efficiently. Especially those so-called non-honored students who couldn't achieve their dream despite enrolling to become idols, all became reliable helpers for me. And thankfully they were all delighted to work with me. Of course they were. Non-other students can't even make their debut, let alone work as idols. We all came here because we wanted to be idols, but we were stuck doing meaningless chores every day. So it makes sense that they'd be happy to do an actual idol-like work, even if it's just helping you, Kasehaya. It did. Everyone was motivated and enthusiastic when they worked with me. So, I guess that's nice. But frankly, once again, why do we care? If Himeru was still in a position where he could invite people to do work, we would, in theory, invite people to do work. But Himeru already shut the bed. He got kicked out and might not even get reinstated, and everyone hates his ass. Thanks to our collective efforts, all of the work we did together was successful. Perhaps everyone was happy because they were doing things they truly wanted to do. Exactly. Their enthusiasm contributed to the achievement of many incredible results for you and your reputation. However, all of these jobs had to be accepted under the name of Tatsumi Kasehaya, so I ended up receiving all the credit. Yeah, to the TV stations, they were only extending job offers to you, Tatsumi. Everyone else was just assisting you. I see, so that's your secret to success, huh? You exploited the non-honor students to your advantage so you could claim all the achievements to boost your own reputation. The way you put it is somewhat misleading, but it is also not completely inaccurate, so I can't really deny it. In reality, it was all thanks to everyone who helped me that I achieved my current position, right? At least he's Tatsumi is nice, so he accepts it. I'm more like an organization of a company named Tatsumi Kasehaya, and the TV stations and other companies are willing to work with this company. What a weird way to put it, but okay. Every time a job comes in, I gather my employees so we can gather together to deliver great results. I hate this. To achieve this, we're actively investing in the necessary equipment and conducting ongoing employee training. You're not a company, you're one dude that's famous. Stop being that. This is a really self-centered, I'm just gonna say. For example, I provide those who'll be my backup dancers with basic dance training. What do you know about dance training, you bitch? I'm still a student, so it might make me sound presumptuous. However, I believe in enhancing the skills of my employees will yield the better results for future opportunities. Stop calling them your employees. These good results and a growing reputation will lead to more and better opportunities. By establishing a cycle of success like this, we can build an impressive track record over time. So that's the true identity of Tatsumi Kasehaya, the top idol at Remade Academy. Yes, I'm just an ordinary idol by myself. So I exploit others, that's nice. However, I've become something huge with the help of everyone around me. As an idol, I work more like a corporation, or in Hope's terms, a leviathan. What? I don't understand. Which part? I might have given a convoluted explanation, but in essence, the catacomb is the base for my activities as a group. Oh, they're happy here because they finally get to do work. Right, that makes sense. It's just not we get to look at Tatsumi. It's Tatsumi might help me make my dream come true for at least today. It's like an office or a company. We have nowhere else to gather. You could literally gather anywhere else in the school. Literally, what the hell is stopping you from gathering in the dorms? So we can only hang around in this shady site, but we're not engaging in any suspicious activities despite how it might seem at first glance. We did try to meet somewhere else, but honored students somehow who found us bothersome would step in and drive us away. They'd call for teachers and security staff. It appears that the other students don't like it when all the ghost works I will have read that all wrong. It appears that the other honored students don't like it when all the work goes to our company, for good reasons, of course. So they're trying everything they can to hold us back. I've suggested many times to the honored students that they're very welcome to join us, though. There's strength in numbers. If we had the honor students who already debuted as idols join our ranks, surely we would be able to perform better. What I don't understand is why those honored students, the employees of your company, in your words, don't have any complaints about this situation. No matter how earnestly they work, all the credit goes to the name Tatsumi Kasehaya in the end, right? Indeed, I do regret about that as well. I try to introduce them to industry insiders and fans whenever I get the chance though. Of course, my effort is not completely in vain. Lately, some of the non-honor students have started to get individual work opportunities, and in those cases, I offer them my full support. We're all part of the same group after all, so we've got to support each other. That was really loud, okay. However, only a few people can secure such opportunities, right? And with the industry in a slump, finding a job in general is getting harder. Plus, compared to working as part of a massive group like Tatsumi Kasehaya, going solo might not bring as much cash or fame for them, right? Yeah, but like, if they didn't join, they wouldn't be getting cash or fame at all. Yes, perhaps they're unsatisfied with that. I've noticed everyone seems happier perhaps they're unsatisfied with that. I noticed everyone seems happier working under Tatsumi Kasehaya, even if they're not rejected for lack of skills. What? Personally, I want them to be more independent, but that would be like work producing idols outside the honored students approved by Reimei Academy, right? So the teachers don't approve of it. The clients and other non-honor students seem to be aware of this too, so they all stopped offering or accepting individual jobs. Even so, I believe everyone who aspires to be an idol would want recognition for who they are. Maybe if they weren't like beaten up on their first day of school. Not for being a part of Tatsumi Kasehaya, but for being themselves. At least that's what I want. I want people to love me for who I am. I dislike the idea of being recognized only when I am a part of someone else, and just thinking about it makes me go insane. Or maybe I'm the odd one out here, yeah, because you're the one that wasn't a non-older student. I'm not sure, I have a relatively weak sense of self, actually. I tend to agree with Humorous opinion. Why are the other non-honor students content with their current situation? Yeah. See, June, the thing is, you're not getting shit either, right? So like, they're getting shit at least, you know. I don't have an answer to that, or rather, I'm curious about that as well. I guess I can't get along with the people here. They're weird and kind of gross. Yeah, that was really rude, June. Your words are too harsh, June. Nobody has the right to deny anyone else. I'm not denying them. It's just that I don't want to have anything to do with this catacomb. You're being rude. Even if I'm not rewarded, or even if I get trampled on, it's better than not being able to live as myself. I'm getting pissed right now. We're almost out of time, but we've done a lot. We've done a lot. I feel the same way as Sasanami. No matter how much fame or radiance they gain, it's meaningless if it's not tied to my name. Right, I think that's just like the other people, their desire to be an idol got like really broken down by like being failures in this school, so now they're just like happy to be chilling. But even so, Tatsumi Kasehaya has certainly achieved results. In that case, maybe I should learn from that. I should throw away my foolish pride so I can achieve my success. And foolish it is. It's all about becoming the shining idol I dream of. Haha, if you wish, I'm happy to help anytime. I provide job referrals, idol training, and learning opportunities for free here. You just have to pay going to Reimei Academy. Not only that, I'll pay those to participate in these gatherings. With what money? What do you mean? I have no interest in money, so all the money I earn as Tatsumi Kasehaya is distributed equally among all my teammates who gather here. And regardless of how much they've worked or how helpful they've been, everyone is paid the same amount. In return, I ask them to help me in my work as much as they can. Right, so they are employees. Okay, I take my back statement. They are employees. Excuse me, you are paying them? Shouldn't it be the other way around? They should be paying you, since you're the reason they can even step into the spotlight, right? Why are you paying them? Well, that's why I compare it to a company. Everyone who becomes a part of Tatsumi Kasehaya receives an equal amount of fixed salary. It's only fair. They should be paid for what they deserve for their work. I've never exploit people without paying them. I'd exploit them while paying them. That goes against my principles. It also goes against humanity. I see. So that's why the others would rather stay working as Tatsumi Kasehaya's help first instead of going solo. Because it's easier and they could earn more with that fixed salary than they would as relatively unknown idols working independently. And since Kasehaya is so capable, every project has been a big success. No failures, no harm, no feelings of uselessness, just a blazing glory. I'm sure you're feeling a lot of feelings of uselessness soon. What a dreamlike company, a stupid dream. Moreover, you are paying those who aren't even working, right? Yes, we strive for fairness and equality here, no room for discrimination in that regard. I'm not very knowledgeable, so I'm not sure if I'm using the right term. We live in a capitalist country, so what are you doing? So what you're doing is quite the opposite of that.
Yeah?
It's not something so grand. I just want everyone to be treated as equally and fairly as possible. It's not what they call an ideal, and I want to make that ideal a reality. I want everyone to be treated equally and to gain opportunities and fair compensation. That way, all of us can live a happy and fulfilled life. Inequality and unfairness are the roots of all evil, the source of all misfortunes. Hence, I must make it right. That's a lot of aspiration for one boy in high school. There's a huge gap between the honored students and the non-honored students at my academy right now. I aim to bridge that gap as much as I can. Despite our various attributes, beliefs, or social statuses, I believe in treating everyone equally. We will shoulder the same burdens, walk the same distance, and reach the same destination. What happens when you graduate though? I guess go missing in the hospital for 3 years. We will reach the goal together, and due to this fairness and adherence of our ideal, everyone will be a winner. That's the only way to prevent fighting over victories and to avoid jealousy or resentment. It's a way for everyone to share in the same happiness. That is the ideal world I dream of. So I'm determined to make it a reality with the resources I have at hand, although right now it's limited to what's around me. Ooh, pretty man boy and creepy tattoos, my favorite kind of picture that I spent 1 week grinding for. Someday I will change the honored students, the teachers, and the entire Rime Academy. I will eventually change the idol industry, this country, and the entire world into a promised land as it should be.
Yeah.
I was born into a family and I was family. Fuck. I was born into a family devoted to whatever teaching, and I felt my mission in this world is to blah 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 blah. Boring religion shit. This faith is the guiding principle of my life. Well, that's nice. Amen. May all living find happiness. We only have time for one more, so we're gonna read this one and then we're gonna stop. I think we're going back to the future, or are we still in the past? We're in the past. Well, not the future, the present. 2 years ago, spring, right after Hiyori, Tomo, and Nagisa-ran completed their transfer procedures from Yumenosaki Academy. Oh, we're at the part with what's your face, Hiyori and Nagisa? To make everyone happy. Huh? Tatsumi Kasehaya, the revolutionary Rime Academy, has an undeniably righteous dream. I can't help but feel a certain empathy for him. What? Ooh, shrubs. That's right, Shame we, the revolutionary counterparts from Yumenosaki, only held a superficial ideal, or rather, it was tainted by Eiji. for happiness, for love, for peace, or for dreams, then this can go on forever. But the radiance of these ideals fades away the moment someone suffers because of them. How dramatic, but I guess these guys just went through the most dramatic moment of their life, so we had dreams too, but for their realization we turned the 5 eccentrics into living sacrifice. It's our ideals tainted by blood fell into the depths of the abyss. Oh. But from what we've heard, that Kasehaya never gave up until the end, right? Until the end, until he died. Seems to be the case. He held a noble ideal and carried on until... I don't know why Nagisa sounds like a smoker. Seems to be the case. He held a noble ideal and carried on until the very end. It's almost enviable, especially for those like us who grew sick of everything and ran away because we lacked the determination to bridge the gap between reality and ideal. Who are you? There's no need to be so modest. I believe... Sorry for clapping, I just felt like that sentence really had a really not honest clap in it. I believe you made a wise decision. Dreams are called dreams precisely because they aren't reality, and ideals are labeled as such because they are unreliable. Mr. Tatsumi Kasehaya's revolution ended in a tragic failure because he mistook dreams and ideals for reality. Well, I guess that's true. You have to be like, oh, and I haven't done this yet, but I'm gonna do it. Now, with Reime Academy at the center of the storm, all of our gospel-affiliated idol training schools are in chaos because of the turmoil he caused. I've been trying my best to settle things, but they've proven to be too much for me to handle alone. Hence, out of sheer desperation, I recommended a bit of you transfer. And they're gonna fix everything. Them, the ones that ruined literally another school. Well, they didn't ruin the school, they just smashed 5 random men out of their pride. I'm flattered by your recognition, but even though we've transferred over here, we probably can't change anything. Yeah, we aren't able to do anything. We learned it the hard way at Yumenosaki Academy. Put some confidence, man. You were the one that crushed the pride. You didn't have your pride crushed. No, being that humble is almost self-deprecating. Although I do think you accepted the offer precisely because you were feeling vulnerable after experiencing such a tragic incident. So you took advantage of them, as you do. You possess abilities as idols that surpass everyone else, and both of you have the brilliance to change the world. Weird compliment. Moreover, the revolution led by Fine at Yumenosaki Academy was interpreted favorably by the public as a great achievement. Unlike here. Unlike here. Yeah, it went so well we ran away. Ibarasa-Egusa, I am confident that I can make the best of possible use of your talents and accomplishments. I heard you're a savvy entrepreneur who runs several companies, though probably not on the same level as well as Eichi Foundation. So basically, oh, you're capable, but you're not as rich. You're not as rich. You have the experience and achievements of building a company from scratch and making it a huge success. But you're not as rich. That's right, Eichi was like a kid who picked up a knife or drove a car. Who picked up a knife or drove a car for the first time. He's undoubtedly competent, however, due to his inexperience with chef, his mishandling of incidents led to numerous accidents. And you guys let him. I believe he'll do better next time, he's just a kind of person. Eichi has been great at learning since he was a little kid. So, the incidents needed to happen. 5 men's pride needed to be crushed so that Eichi could learn to be rich. Despite being confined to a hospital bed, he managed to learn lots of stuff in a short amount of time after all. It feels like we were dragged along with Eichi's trial and error process this time, and we ended up getting stained by the moss together. A bird with tainted wings can no longer fly in the sky. Indeed, so please take this time to rejuvenate yourself thoroughly to your heart's content. I hope that that your time at Cospros Academy will be a period of thorough purification. Then, please return as idol, shining brightly like the sun that lights up the world. Of course, I will never force you to do anything. Unlike Mr. Tatsumi Kasehaya, I believe that the staircase to the summit is not built with empty dreams, but with accumulated achievements. Step by step, we'll reach the top. So we are the materials for the stickers you're milling? Guess we're still being used for someone else's benefit, even if the environment changes. That's why I think we should make an effort to avoid repeating the same tragedy. To make sure it never happens again, to avoid losing anything else. Okay, so I guess that's like, let's stop here today. Where did we stop? How much is left actually? Oh shoot, this is long. Okay, but we're almost halfway there. I'm gonna have to spend to get the rest of the story. Okay, so what are our thoughts? I know I may have sounded harsh towards the religion thing, and I'm sorry if you're religious. You should be allowed to practice the religion you want, and you shouldn't let anyone on the internet tell you to not. But it's stupid. You can't be like, you cannot say we were hating Christians, or like Christians are like the one religion everyone needs reasons to like. You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna get murdered for being a Christian. That doesn't happen. You're being weird. Oh my gosh. Anyways, but maybe I say that because I'm in a country that's, not for hidden Christians. Here we have outer Christians. So maybe I'm just bullying him for no reason, but it sounds stupid. Like, the Christians are usually the ones that are hiding people, not the ones that have to be hidden. I still love you regardless of your religion, Tatsumi. And was not as stupid this episode, which is great. I don't blame you, Tatsumi, for whatever crime you're about to commit in this story. You're still perfect to me. Let's just end it. Once again, I promise I don't hate religious people. Bye.